so much for freedom of the press and Israeli democracy, right? And women's rights. This is what Israel thinks of journalists, right? They will literally blow your face off if you cover their crimes. And they know that they're journalists, right? They know that Shireen was wearing press. All her colleagues were wearing press. They had helmets on, and they still shot her in the face, and they murdered her. That is intentional, okay? The Israelis, they love to say, oh, we have the best army in the world. We have all this amazing technology. We are so big-brained. And then you're telling me they can't tell the difference between a journalist that's clearly marked, a journalist, press with a helmet and blue gear, and whoever else they're supposedly conducting an operation on? Get out of here. Do you think I am 5 years old? Do you think I'm a sucker? I'm not buying this garbage. Maybe someone who watches CNN will buy this garbage. I'm not buying this garbage, and I'm certainly not selling it to you guys. You have witness testimony from her colleagues, all saying the exact same thing. The Israelis purposely shot at us. They purposely killed Shireen. And if she was a Ukrainian journalist that was killed by the Russians, they would be screaming on CNN right now and the New York Times, and they would publish 50 goddamn editorials and opinion pieces and everything that would flood the goddamn news cycle with how Russia is murdering journalists to stop them from covering its crimes. And the Russians are misogynists because they go after women specifically. And, you know, speaking of that, I would love to know where these women's groups are, these women's rights groups and these Western feminists. They love to pretend they care about women, and then when Palestinian women are being shot and murdered doing their jobs, they have nothing to say. They have always nothing to say. And when the Palestinian women are being beaten outside the Aqsa Mosque, they have nothing to say. Like cowards, they are gone. You don't hear anything from them, right? Disgusting. The double standard, disgusting. Every single day, you know, going and seeing another, oh, this Palestinian boy was killed. Oh, this Palestinian journalist beaten. Every single day they have some new story of how they're brutalizing the Palestinians. And all they know how to do in the media is this garbage, right? This garbage. Al Jazeera said one of its journalists was killed in the West Bank city. What does that mean, she was killed? She fell off a building? She was hit by a bow and arrow? Why can't you say she was shot dead by the Israelis? A few words. You can't write that. You're the record. You're the paper of record, and you cannot write a simple factual sentence. It's too hard for you. You don't want to upset your friends in Tel Aviv. All of them, every single one of them in their headlines, hiding that Israel killed Shireen. These despicable wimps. They have no spine. They have no integrity. That's the difference, right? Shireen is a real journalist. These people are propagandists. They don't even have the common courtesy, the basic decency to say that she was murdered by the Israelis. It's too complicated, right? Because then the narrative is going to change. You can't tell people the truth. You got to sell them the narrative. The Israelis are the victims. Oh, poor them with their nuclear weapons and $3.8 billion every year from the Americans. Oh, poor them. They're such a democracy, right? That's why they blew Shireen's face off while she was covering their crimes. Allah la yuwaffiqkum. I'm really upset about her. You know, this is not just the Arab world or Palestine, but the whole field of journalism just lost a really, really good person. Allah yarhamah.